Hey guys, just a quick one to let you know that I'm giving away this 14 by 5.5 walnut snare made by yours truly. All you need to do to be in with a chance of winning is to subscribe to me on YouTube, hit the notification bell, and then leave a comment on the original competition video. That's it. I'll leave a link in the description and I'll also link it up on the YouTube card as well. You can score an additional 2 entries by picking up one of my t-shirts from my online shop. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. If you'd like to see more competitions on this channel, leave a like on this video so I know to do more in the future. But now, let's jump into the video. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. For anyone that's new here, my name's OwenAlec, and on this channel I do everything drum related, such as drum covers, tutorials, tips and advice, all that kind of stuff. So if you are new here and that sounds like something that you'd like, consider subscribing. So today is a slightly sad occasion because we are coming to the end of Virus. I mean, usually when you come to the end of a virus, that's a good thing, but in this case, it's the Virus album by Haken. If you've seen any of my reactions previous to this, you'll know that I've thoroughly enjoyed this so far, and we are literally on the last song now called Only Stars. Now I have been told by a friend, no spoilers, but I have been told by a friend that this runs in from the Messiah Complex, Ectobius Rex. So I've loaded up Spotify because actually one of my comments in the previous videos, actually it was for Messiah Complex, was a little bit annoyed at me because I was listening to it on YouTube. And in between each song coming on, there's a very small gap and it doesn't run seamlessly. So yeah, someone got a little bit annoyed about that. So I'm going to try and fix my mistake there now and see if this one rolls into Only Stars. We'll find out. But like I say, I've really enjoyed this album so far and I really can't wait to hear what this last song is all about. Whether or not it's just going to be like a 2 minute, because it is only 2 minutes and 10 seconds, whether it's just going to be like a 2 minute outro kind of thing, it's instrumental, or if it's going to have lyrics, I don't know, I've not heard it yet, so we're going to jump into that. As always, I'm going to be writing notes on my pad and then we can kind of revisit it afterwards if there's anything that stands out to me. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, no, it doesn't run into it. I thought it did. Sorry. I'm liking the bits of sound design that I'm getting in some of the sides of the ears. Can't quite tell what it is, but I like the fact that the sound design. Dirty synths in there. It's kind of interesting because a lot of the time when you think of an album closer, you think of this grand epic, especially for prog that is, this massive song that's kind of sums up the album and you leave on a high and it's massive. I think they may have realised that that's kind of been overdone. So I think having a slightly more laid back songs to finish off the album is their way of kind of doing something a bit different, which Haken are very good at doing. They like to do things very differently a lot of the time. That being said, as nice as it was a little bit anticlimactic for my liking, especially when you hear the rest of the album and it's, you know, there are a lot of kind of calmer sections as well as the really heavy riffs and the more crazy parts and stuff. I think finishing the album like that is a bold move, quite risky. I would definitely have to listen to the album start to finish without interruptions for that to probably make sense, to kind of have that context there. But it was very nice, very mellow, very laid back. Some, like I said before, a bit of sound design, that kind of stuff. I didn't actually write any notes down because I was really absorbing it all. But I'm going to listen to it again and I'll come back with you if there's any more notes. We'll see how it goes. One sec, guys.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I listened to it again, and for this one I got the lyrics up. Here I lay, far from grace. I'll remember the pretenders, save your tears. A little bit ambiguous at the start, but then as it carries on, as I'm summoned hither, one last breath I wither. That then suggests to me that he's on his deathbed, the virus has taken over, perhaps. And then you've got no remorse, no redemption, only stars from the heavens. No more gods yield before us, all is clear as I end. So yeah, that pretty much kind of says that he's whoever it's about is dying, and it's their last time. They've got no remorse. Usually when you're on your deathbed, that's when you kind of think to yourself, okay, should I have done some things different, better? You know, could I have done more? All that kind of stuff. So if you've got no remorse, then it means that you were quite happy with your life and that you did everything pretty much the way you would want it to. You kind of look back and you're kind of thinking, right, I didn't particularly do anyone any wrong, or unless you did and you don't feel any remorse, in which case you're a shitty person. But that's open to interpretation, I think, on that one. Only stars form the heavens. I quite like that line. It's got a lot to it, I think. I mean, heaven itself is, again, open to interpretation, whether or not you're religious or an atheist, whatever kind of side of the fence you sit on that one. But when you look up at the stars, that's what you see. Some, even, you know, people who don't necessarily believe in God and the heavens as such, they'll look up and kind of see something beautiful. And I think that's what a lot of people are kind of seeing the same thing, is it's something beautiful and something that they can look up at and admire. As odd as that song was, it had some really nice parts to it. It's very mellow, and it's probably definitely one that I think you could kind of turn off the lights to and just for a couple of minutes chill. All in all, I really like that song. I think, as I said earlier, I'd probably have to go back and listen to the entire album start to finish without interruption to really understand it better and try to sort of see the decision that they made there to have that as the last song. As I said before, I think typically a lot of bands, especially prog bands, will have a 15, 20 minute, 25 minute, whatever, epic at the end to really tie off the album and just really bring it all together and finish it off. And it's something that's big and epic leaves the listener feeling pumped and like, oh my god, that was amazing, that was like the best album ever, yeah, I really like that. Whereas this one, I think, is just kind of a bit more subdued, and it's kind of leaving the listener kind of going, wow, that was an experience. You know, you're not just listening to it, you were experiencing it, and I think it was a really nice song. So I really like that. I will be giving this a full listen through again at some point, because I have been waiting and I've been listening to this in segments for the reactions for you guys. So yeah, I'm going to sit and listen to it all in one go. Now, the other thing that I forgot to mention, stay there. 2 hours later. I actually went ahead and bought the album. I actually pre-ordered it, so it came a few days ago. And I was going to do an unboxing for it, but I thought maybe, is that kind of, you know, flogging a dead horse sort of thing. So, yeah, I'll just show you guys now. I decided to go ahead and buy the CD, but then it also came with the vinyl. It came with a t-shirt as well, but that's actually in the wash. So, nice big Haken advertisement there. So, for anyone that hasn't seen the vinyls, I can't remember how many were actually available, but I'm assuming a lot of people didn't buy them, you know. I think, if I remember like this was a limited edition gold disc version. So you've got all these really nice, I'm really trying not to put my fingerprints on them. These really nice gold finish on them. They look sexy as hell. I do have a vinyl player. It's just not working properly at the moment, so I'm probably gonna get myself a new one at some point. And this is gonna be one of the first albums to go on it, for sure. I actually started up a bit of a vinyl collection inadvertently a little while ago. a lot of other albums that I got. I started off with getting all the Avenged albums on vinyl, and I really enjoyed them. You know, I love playing them and everything like that. It's a really unique way of hearing that same music. So I'll be doing the same with these for sure. So you can kind of see the inside of it and stuff as well. You've got all that goodness. And then I think there's an insert as well. So a little bit of a throwback to what they were doing with Vector as well, you know, like with the documents and that kind of stuff. And then you got one in the back here, oh shit, that says quarantined. Quarantine protocol. So that was pretty cool. Again, I love it when they do stuff like this, and this is one of the reasons why I like vinyl so much and why my mum and dad were always pressing me to get vinyls where I could, is because you get all this extra goodness with them. Yes, fair enough, they're a little bit more expensive, and certainly in my mum and dad's day, they weren't quite as expensive. You know, they were readily available, and it was what everyone had. But something a bit more novelty. You're not going to see these all the time, so yeah, I was quite happy with this. Like I say, it did come with a t-shirt, but that's in the wash at the moment. I actually ordered a large and they sent a medium, and given all the weight I've just recently lost, it actually fit, which was weird. I've not been in a medium since I was like 12, so that was a weird experience. But that's it. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. I really like this album. I will be listening to it in full again. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment sections below. Thank you very much for watching all this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.